Channel test. Woohoo! Sounds like fun, right? I'm here with High Lord Fu, and pretty much what we're just going to be doing is he's playing Destiny, I'm playing Need for Speed, but in the meantime, we're going to be talking about the preview of the open division beta that's coming out tomorrow. We're both looking forward. Basically, what we're going to be doing is, you might have noticed on YouTube, there's a lot of the talk of Division might be the one to finally knock Destiny off its perch, as well as it's not a legacy Tom Clancy game, and it's not new user friendly. So what I kind of decided to do is, just for the kicks of it, I managed to get one of each. I've got Fu here, who's a seasoned Destiny player. He still plays it regularly. I've got Yorktown. I forget his PSN count, but he's a Tom Clancy's fame. Yep, bug killer. And then last but not least, I got Devastator789, who is a newer player, but he's a good player. But that should let you see a little bit of what's going on there. It should be fun. I'm going to be broadcasting and streaming a large part of the day tomorrow. I look forward to that. So, have you looked at any of the previews or anything like that yet, Fu?
Yeah, I've gone through a couple of the YouTube videos, watching some of the previews. It's pretty cool, like the graphics.
Yep, I mean, I'm not going to spoil.
Go ahead.
Yep, I'm just going to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, we're just going to keep talking on top of each other while I'm driving around a city trying to take off cops, huh? But basically, I'm not going to spoil too much, but yeah, I mean, that's definitely one nice thing about the Division that they did get right, was the graphics. They are some of the best I've seen so far on the new consoles. Well, they're not, yeah, so the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, and I'm interested in player control as far as how how much of the look I have. You told me about some things yesterday. It's kind of exciting.
Yep, and I was in a closed beta. I will give you a heads up that you're not going to have as many options as you are on launch, but you will have some character customization that you will be able to do. But that's mostly going to be luck of the draw with the randomizer, just because they don't want to show too much of the game before it actually comes out. They're just kind of giving you a little sneak peek. But all I can say is I look forward to mowing people down in the Dark Zone tomorrow. What about you?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's really fun. I always like to see how everyone's moving things a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, and that's actually another thing that's actually kind of cool about the Division, is that you are not inherently against other players. You have that decision do you want to risk attacking them and going rogue, where everyone on the server could be coming after you in response for that, or do you want to work together with the other players? The option is completely up to you.
That's cool. Yeah, that's really
I mean, it's kind of similar to H1Z1 or DayZ or a couple of those other games out there, just with some more RPG elements instead of shooter.
You know what I would like to see? Is a console game. Have you played Guild Wars 2 yet?
The which one?
Guild Wars 2. It's a PC game.
Yeah, I've seen it. I just haven't gotten around to playing it.
That's a game that me and my older brother were big on. And the cool thing about it is, it's server versus server on the PvP mode. So it's 3 different servers, and you have different control points like towers and castles, supply lines you have to keep. Stuff like that. I'd like to see a console game that would take that kind of aspect on.
Yep, that would definitely be cool. That's for sure.
Yeah, that would be.
Oop. Uh-oh. Darn it, Foo, you just murdered War City Driver. You made me crash into a wall at about 130 miles per hour. Yeah, it's all your fault, dude. What are you gonna do about it? That's okay. Yeah, I mean, sadly, they'll preoccupied at the moment to play Destiny with you, but yeah. So out of curiosity, before you even play the Division, what in your opinion would the Division have to do to significantly impact Destiny?
Well, not a lot really. I'll tell you, man, I'm not impressed with the new console generations approach to the MMO or the first-person shooter. And I think that Destiny is pretty close to the different aspects that they have. As long as I'm really disappointed with Call of Duty lately.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, they haven't upgraded the engine on the Call of Duty since Seer. I believe it was Black Ops 2 was the last time they updated. Actually, it might have been World at War. One of the two, but that game came out in 2007, I'd like to say. So, and then in the gaming world, that is a long time to go without updating or making a new engine. Especially for a multi-million-dollar franchise like Call of Duty.
Right. See, and I'll tell you, the thing with Destiny stuff going forward is you've got a storyline that's pretty cool for you to jump to different planets and do different quests, but really inspire people to go reading. Where they fall short is, let's say that we run a bunch of missions together and we both need them, with a control bunch or whatever. Whoever's leading the fire team gets the mission. So whoever's tagging along with it is that kind of sucks. About PvP, the range drops at least, but it takes forever for you to grind and move out.
Yep, and that's something I've been hearing from a lot of Destiny players, is that you get to do a lot of cool things, and there's a lot of nice stuff, but Bungie's a little stingy when it comes to dropping exotic or legendary or any kind of decent gear, and you just have to basically just grind and not even have a purpose for doing it or have fun doing it. Just grind to get the decent gear so you can compete in PvP.
Yep.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to trash Destiny too much. I loved it for a while too. Though for $500 million, I'll admit I was expecting a little more with the content, guys. A little more story there.
But see, I did good because I didn't buy it until after the second big load was done. So when I bought it, I got basically 2 games in one.
Yep, I mean that's definitely would have been the best time to buy it, especially if you were one of the first people to buy it. You literally at that time bought a game that could not support, and it would crash often. You wouldn't I mean, like the first 2 weeks you just kept getting booted out of the game just because of the number of people trying to get in. And then additionally it just, you can literally complete the entire story missions in about 4 to 6 hours. That's really all it takes to beat them.
I used to be an RPG fan. I can't get into any more people.
Yeah, I mean, like they still, has the amazing gunplay that we'd come to expect from Bungie, and because the creators of Halo and stuff like that, but just it falls short of what you would come to expect from the company, especially with what they managed to do. And now I'm not trying to speculate too much, but I have a feeling there might be a hand in there from Activision who loves, as we all know from Call of Duty, their DLCs, and just releasing partial games and then adding the content with DLCs they had to pay for later. So there also might have been part of that. We just don't know. And then I also know that with the Division, a lot of people have been griping about how many times it's been postponed. But I'm actually less worried that they postponed it rather than just releasing it early, because that means that they were stopping to actually make a decent game. They're making sure that the game was set up decently on launch, and it's not going to be, or well, I shouldn't say it won't, but it's going to be less likely to have all those fails that Destiny and some other titles have had on release just because they rushed it out the door.
Like all your Assassin's Creed games.
Mm-hmm.
That's a game I wish somebody else would buy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's really a hit or miss when it comes to Assassin's Creed. I mean, first one was meh, second one was great, third was meh, Pirates was Black Flag, sorry about that, was really good, and then Unity was nightmare.
Yeah, all the Italian ones were good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say that, the third one of the series. They changed the way they did the numbers so much. They killed off all the characters in the storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that they sadly did.
There was more stuff that was cooperative as far as missions go. They've got this raid system on there where you have to have 6 players go with you. And it's almost impossible once you have 6.
Mm-hmm.
There's just not that many people that play one game.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, like the Vault of Glass, for example, on Destiny. There's no matchmaking. You can't get anyone to join in with you. If you can't find 6 of your buddies to go in with you, you might as well not even try it.
Yeah, no loot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I get something drop, no one else can see it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But it's kind of in a way good because you can't see it because in Destiny there's no mechanic to just kind of gank you for your loot and take it, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Division, and I'm also going to give you a heads up on this one because this part is a little confusing. On the Division there's public loot and private loot. Everyone's going to be able to say what are publicly dropped items, and only you will be able to see privately dropped. Now, it's not going to be too apparent in the beta, but in the full release, you're going to see a lot of that when it comes to like defeating those high-level, level 20, level 30 bosses in the Dark Zone. Yep. Sorry, I might have played a little too much Division already. Alrighty. Well. What would you do that for?
Doing a hard run.
Ah. Yeah, those are always fun. Yep, and here's another lovely bug I just found. Just rear-ended a cop on Need for Speed, and he didn't even seem phased. Don't you wish you could do that in real life, huh? That's something that'd be kind of funny. I mean, dear God, we could get away with one heck of a comedy routine if we pulled all the funny glitches and bugs you can find in some games into just a comedic film. Alrighty. So, shoot, what was I gonna ask? Oh yeah. So, also, have you anything exciting going on in the world of Supremacy 1914 that you can recall, or recently?
Yeah, look at what's going on. We picked the 500 player map.
Yep, they've we've been working on those. It's I'll tell you, as a GO on there, it's the 500 is our bane of our existence right now, but I mean, they're a lot of fun and they're big, gorgeous maps, but just to give you a heads up, they are going to be the most challenging map. They are literally going to be filled with as many high-level, high-skilled players as can fit in there, and you're not going to have any elbow room for mistakes. Alrighty. Well, I think that'll about conclude this broadcast, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, and look forward to giving you some good old Division footage. That should be fun, and this is WarCityDriver and High Lord Foo signing off, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Later.